June 2023. Dear Diary. Another day in the world of organised crime accounting. The routine remains the same. Sifting through financial statements, reconciling accounts, and ensuring that the numbers add up perfectly. The mundane nature of the tasks belies the danger that lurks just beneath the surface. June 15, 2023. The daily grind continues, but I've noticed a subtle shift in the atmosphere. There's an undercurrent of tension, as if the walls themselves are whispering secrets. I can't quite put my finger on it, but something feels different. Perhaps it's just the nature of this business. Always on the edge, always waiting for the other shoe to drop. June 20, 2023. I've been working closely with the various fronts, the nightclubs, the construction businesses, and the less legitimate enterprises. Each has its own set of financial intricacies, and my job is to navigate the complexities while keeping everything under wraps. It's a delicate dance between legality and the shadows. July 5, 2023. Today brought a new challenge. A discrepancy in one of the ledgers raised alarms, and I had to trace it back to its source. Turns out, it was a simple error, but the incident served as a stark reminder of the fragility of this intricate financial web. One wrong move and everything could unravel. July 8, 2023. The routine of daily accounting is strangely comforting, providing a semblance of normalcy in this world of clandestine dealings. As I balance the books and ensure that the financial machinery of the organization runs smoothly, I can't help but wonder how long this delicate balance will hold. The calm before the storm, perhaps. But for now, I focus on the numbers and keep the shadows at bay. Regenerate. July 22, 2023. Dear Diary. Today marked an unexpected turn of events. The previous head accountant, Tony, has been found guilty of skimming profits and betraying Mr. Salvatore's trust. The punishment was swift and brutal. Tony was executed in front of all the employees as a grim reminder of the consequences of betrayal. It sent shivers down my spine, and I can't help but feel a heightened sense of caution as I take on new responsibilities. August 5, 2023. The atmosphere in the office is thick with tension. Mr. Salvatore wasted no time in appointing me as the new head accountant. The sudden promotion comes with a mix of honour and fear. The weight of responsibility is immense, and I find myself poring over Tony's old records, searching for any hidden discrepancies that might have led to his downfall. August 10, 2023. I'm still adjusting to the increased scrutiny and pressure that comes with being in charge. The fear of making a wrong move is palpable, and the spectre of Tony's fate lingers in the air. The other employees seem to be watching my every move, testing my loyalty and competence. August 15, 2023. Mr. Salvatore called me into his office today. He emphasized the need for absolute loyalty and discretion. He made it clear that the consequences of failure are severe. I left the meeting with a knot in my stomach, realizing that the stakes have never been higher. August 2023. The transition is challenging, to say the least. I spend long nights going through financial records, ensuring that every detail is in order. The fear of making a mistake weighs heavily on me, but there's no room for error in this unforgiving world. August 25, 2023. Rumours are circulating about rival factions testing our defences. I've tightened the financial ship, making it more difficult for anyone to exploit weaknesses. The fear of facing Tony's fate is a constant motivator, pushing me to work harder and smarter. August 30, 2023. The office is a hive of whispered conversations and furtive glances. Trust is a rare commodity, and everyone is on edge. I've started to notice subtle power plays among the staff. A reminder that loyalty can be a fleeting thing in this business. September 5, 2023. Mr. Salvatore seems pleased with my performance so far. He mentioned the importance of adapting to the ever-shifting landscape of organised crime. It's a delicate dance, balancing the books and navigating the dangerous waters of loyalty and betrayal. September 10, 2023. A mysterious figure approached me today, offering information about internal affairs. Paranoia is setting in, and I can't help but wonder if this is a test or a genuine threat. I'll tread carefully, knowing that in this world, trust can be a lethal weapon. September 15, 2023. The organisation is facing external pressure from law enforcement. I've had to get creative with the financial records, ensuring that our activities remain hidden in plain sight. The constant fear of exposure is a heavy burden to bear. September 20, 2023. I received a veiled threat today, a message reminding me of Tony's fate. It's a chilling reminder that loyalty is a fragile shield in this world. I'll need to be vigilant and keep my cards close to my chest. September 25, 2023. Mr. Salvatore commended my efforts in shoring up the organisation's finances. The praise is welcome, but I know that success in this world is fleeting. I'll take the victories where I can get them and remain vigilant for the storms that inevitably follow. October 1, 2023. A rival gang made a bold move today, attempting to infiltrate our financial systems. I detected the breach early and managed to plug the leak, but the incident served as a stark reminder that danger is always lurking in the shadows. October 5, 2023. I've become a master of deception, hiding the true nature of our financial transactions behind a web of legitimate businesses. It's a dangerous game, but it's the only way to survive in this cutthroat world. October 10, 2023. As the days pass, I find myself growing more accustomed to the high-stakes nature of this life. The fear that gripped me in the beginning has evolved into a cold determination. The execution of Tony serves as a constant reminder of the consequences of failure, but I will continue to navigate these treacherous waters, one ledger at a time. Dear Diary. Today marked another day of crunching numbers for Mr. Salvatore, the head of the organisation. It's always a nerve-wracking experience, balancing the books for someone whose business is, well, less than legal. The pressure to keep everything discreet and untraceable is immense, but it comes with the territory. I spent the morning sorting through stacks of financial records, carefully categorising income from various fronts. The nightclubs, the construction businesses, and, of course, the less savoury ventures. Mr. Salvatore likes everything neat and tidy, both in the ledgers and in his affairs. There's a constant tension in the air, a feeling that one wrong calculation could have severe consequences. The numbers need to add up perfectly, and any discrepancies could raise suspicions. It's a high-stakes game of financial chess, and every move has to be thought out meticulously. Entry 2, November 20, 2023. Today brought an unexpected twist. Mr. Salvatore called me into his office, a dimly lit room with heavy curtains drawn. He had a look on his face that told me something was amiss. Apparently, there's been a leak and some rival gangs are getting too close for comfort. My role is expanding beyond the books. Mr. Salvatore wants me to analyse the financial vulnerabilities and find any irregularities that might be exploited by our rivals. It's a dangerous task, but loyalty in this world is not just expected, it's demanded. Entry 3, December 5, 2023. The pressure is mounting, and the office feels more like a pressure cooker than ever. Rival gangs are making moves, and I've uncovered a few weaknesses that could be exploited. It's a delicate balance between protecting the organisation and keeping myself out of harm's way. I've started keeping a separate set of coded notes, just in case anyone gets curious about the sudden shift in financial strategies. The last thing I need is to become a liability or a loose end that needs tying up. Entry 4, December 20, 2023. The tension in the organisation has reached a boiling point. There are whispers of impending conflict, and everyone is on edge. My daily routine of number crunching has become a surreal dance between the mundane and the potentially life-threatening. I've been keeping my head down, doing my best to navigate the dangerous waters of mob finance. Loyalty is demanded, but survival is not guaranteed. as I continue to play this dangerous game, I can't help but wonder how long I can keep dancing on this razor's edge. Entry 5, January 5, 2024. The new year has begun, and with it comes a sense of both relief and trepidation. The rival gangs have backed off, at least for now, and the office is eerily calm. Mr. Salvatore seems satisfied with my efforts in identifying and fortifying our financial weak points. I can't shake the feeling that this calm is just the eye of the storm. In this line of work, complacency is a luxury, and I need to stay vigilant. As I close the books for another day, I can't help but wonder what challenges the next entry will bring in this clandestine world of numbers and danger. Until next time, Entry 6, January 20, 2024. Dear Diary. The calm was indeed just the precursor to the storm. Today Mr. Salvatore summoned me to his office with a grave expression. It seems our rivals weren't the only threat. Internal discord is brewing, and whispers of betrayal are echoing through the organization. My role has evolved once again. Now, not only am I tasked with maintaining the financial integrity of the operation, but I must also discreetly investigate the loyalty of key members. This is a treacherous path, as probing too deeply could raise suspicions and jeopardize my own safety. I spent the day discreetly gathering information, subtly questioning contacts and analyzing patterns in the organization's activities. Loyalties in the criminal underworld are fickle, and alliances can shift like shadows. Trust is a rare commodity, and Mr. Salvatore knows that all too well. Entry 7, February 5, 2024. The internal strife is escalating, and it's affecting every aspect of the operation. The tension is palpable, and it's becoming increasingly difficult to focus on the ledgers. I find myself constantly looking over my shoulder, wondering who I can trust. Mr. Salvatore has become more guarded, revealing little about his thoughts or plans. It's a precarious situation, and I'm caught in the middle of a power struggle that extends far beyond the numbers on my desk. I've started keeping a secondary set of financial records, one that hides certain transactions and protects critical information. Trust is a two-way street, and in this world, you can never be too careful. Entry 8, February 2024. The organization is at a crossroads. Tensions have erupted into open conflict, and alliances are shattering like glass. The once cohesive unit is now a fractured mosaic of loyalties and betrayal. Mr. Salvatore has confided in me more than usual, a sign that he sees me as a trusted ally in these uncertain times. He's relying on my financial expertise to navigate the chaos and ensure that the organization's assets remain secure amid the internal turmoil. As I juggle the dual roles of accountant and confidant, I can't help but feel the weight of the choices ahead. Loyalties are tested, and the consequences of missteps are severe. The ledger, once a simple tool for tracking finances, has become a map of survival in a world where trust is a rare currency. Entry 9, March 10, 2024. The dust is settling, but the scars of the internal conflict are etched into the organization's fabric. Some members have been ousted and others have risen to prominence. Mr. Salvatore, though weathered, remains in control, and my role has solidified as more than just an accountant. The aftermath has taught me valuable lessons about survival in this clandestine world. Loyalties may shift like the tide, but the numbers remain constant. As I close the ledger for today, I can't help but wonder what new challenges await in the shadows of the next entry. Yours in the clandestine dance of ledgers and loyalties? Entry 10. March 25, 2024. Dear Diary. The aftermath of the internal strife has left an indelible mark on the organization. Mr. Salvatore, though successful in retaining control, has become more cautious than ever. My dual role as accountant and confidant has become increasingly integral to the survival of our operations. In recent days, I've been tasked with restructuring the financial framework of the organization, implementing new safeguards to prevent a repeat of the recent betrayals. The ledger, once a simple record of transactions, has now become a strategic tool for fortifying the organization's foundations. As I delve into the financial intricacies, I can't shake the feeling that the calm might be fleeting. Loyalty is a rare commodity in this world, and I find myself constantly assessing the shifting dynamics within the organization. The whispers of discontent linger, and it's clear that the delicate balance of power remains fragile. Entry 11, April 10, 2024. The implementation of the new financial safeguards has been met with mixed reactions. Some members appreciate the increased security, recognizing the need for stability in these uncertain times. Others, however, view it as a means of control, leading to murmurs of dissent beneath the surface. Mr. Salvatore has become increasingly reclusive, only emerging from the shadows when absolutely necessary. His trust in me has deepened, and with it comes the weight of responsibility. The organization's survival hinges on the delicate dance of numbers, loyalty and discretion. I've continued to maintain my secondary set of records, a safeguard against any potential fallout. The ledger has become my silent confidant, holding the secrets of the organization's intricate web of alliances and transactions. Entry 12, April 25, 2024. The situation has taken a darker turn. Whispers of a mole within the organization have reached my ears. Paranoia grips the members, and trust is eroding faster than ever. Mr. Salvatore, in a rare display of vulnerability, has confided in me about his suspicions. My role now extends beyond the ledgers and into the realm of espionage. I've been discreetly gathering information, tracing transactions, and observing the interactions between members. Loyalties are tested once again, and the consequences of failure are dire. As I navigate this treacherous path, I can't help but wonder who can be trusted and who might be the traitor in our midst. The ledger, once a tool for financial management, has now become a key instrument in the battle for the organization's survival. Yours in the shadows. Entry 13, May 10, 2024. Dear Diary, the tension within the organization has reached a boiling point, and the spectre of betrayal looms ever larger. Mr. Salvatore's suspicions have crystallized, pointing towards a junior accountant named Marco. It's a shocking revelation, as Marco was considered a loyal and diligent member of the team. Today, the police made a sudden and unexpected move. A raid on our operations led to the arrest of Marco, the junior accountant. The news sent shockwaves through the organization, and the office became a hive of whispers and speculation. I couldn't believe that someone from within our own ranks could betray us. As the police confiscated documents and seized assets, I found myself in a precarious position. While I had been discreetly gathering information, my allegiance to the organization was unquestionable. The fear of being implicated in Marco's actions cast a dark shadow over my every move. Mr. Salvatore, though visibly shaken, remained resolute. He summoned me to his office, and in a hushed tone, he emphasized the importance of maintaining a low profile during the investigation. The ledger, which had been a shield, now felt like a potential liability. Entry 14, May 20, 2024. The fallout from Marco's arrest has been swift and severe. The organization is under increased scrutiny, and the police seem determined to unearth every detail of our illicit activities. My role has shifted from fortifying the financial structure to discreetly managing the fallout. The ledgers have become a source of anxiety, and I've spent sleepless nights contemplating the potential consequences of every entry. Mr. Salvatore, recognizing the vulnerability of our financial records, has instructed me to create a diversion, a set of dummy accounts to mislead the authorities. The delicate dance of loyalty and deception has become even more intricate. As the police investigation inches closer, I find myself caught between the loyalty I owe Mr. Salvatore and the fear of becoming collateral damage in the legal storm that looms over us. Entry 15, June 5, 2024. The pressure has intensified. The police investigation has uncovered more than anticipated, and the organization is on the brink of collapse. Mr. Salvatore, facing the harsh reality of the situation, has begun considering contingency plans for a potential escape. My involvement in the creation of dummy accounts and the meticulous manipulation of financial records has become a high-stakes game. Loyalty now borders on survival, and the once clear line between right and wrong has blurred into shades of grey. As the police close in, I can't help but wonder if the ledger, which once held the secrets of the organisation, will now be the instrument of our downfall. The diary of numbers, once a meticulous record of a criminal empire, might become the damning evidence that seals our fate. Yours in uncertainty, Entry 16, June 20, 2024. Dear Diary, the storm has reached its zenith. In a daring move, Mr. Salvatore has decided that offence is the best defence. Fueled by the chaos caused by the police investigation and the vacuum left by the arrests of key figures, he has orchestrated a takeover of the territories belonging to two major rivals. The ledger, once a source of anxiety, has now become a weapon of strategic advantage. As I meticulously adjust the financial records to reflect the shift in power, I realise the true breadth of Mr. Salvatore's vision. The numbers aren't just a reflection of the organisation's wealth. They are a roadmap to dominance. The operation to seize control of the rival territories was executed with military precision. The balance of power in the criminal underworld is shifting, and Mr. Salvatore is positioning the organisation to emerge stronger than ever. Loyalties are tested once again, but this time it's a test of allegiance to the new order that Mr. Salvatore is forging. Entry 17, July 5, 2024. The aftermath of the territorial takeover has solidified Mr. Salvatore's position as a formidable force in the criminal underworld. The ledger, now a strategic tool, is filled with the details of the acquired assets and businesses. The organization's influence has expanded, and with it comes new challenges. The police investigation, once an imminent threat, has taken a back seat in the face of the larger power shift. Mr. Salvatore, though cautious, is exuding confidence. The ledger, which was once a source of anxiety, is now a testament to the resilience and adaptability of the organization. My role has evolved once again. Now, in addition to managing the finances, I find myself overseeing the integration of the newly acquired territories. The ledger has become a blueprint for the future, a document that outlines not only the financial structure, but also the intricate web of alliances and loyalties that sustain our dominance. Entry 18, July 20, 2024. The organisation is entering a new era. The integration of the rival territories is underway, and the ledger is a key instrument in maintaining control and balance. The once fractured criminal underworld is now under the shadow of Mr. Salvatore's influence. Yet, with power comes new challenges. Rival factions discontent with the recent changes are plotting in the shadows. The ledger, now a symbol of authority, is also a potential vulnerability if it falls into the wrong hands. The dance of loyalty and deception continues, and I find myself navigating a more intricate and dangerous landscape. As I close the ledger for today, I can't help but reflect on the journey so far. The diary of numbers, which began as a record of financial transactions, has transformed into a narrative of survival, dominance, and the relentless pursuit of power in the underworld. Yours in the ever-shifting shadows. Entry 19, August 5, 2024. Dear Diary, the winds of change are sweeping through the organisation, and my role is evolving once again. As the integration of the rival territories progresses, Mr. Salvatore has recognised the need for trusted lieutenants to oversee the day-to-day operations. In a clandestine meeting, he approached me with an offer that would reshape my destiny within the criminal empire. I am no longer just the meticulous accountant managing the ledger. I am now a lower boss entrusted with a slice of the organisation's territory. The ledger, once my shield, has become a symbol of my ascent in the criminal hierarchy. Loyalty has become a two-way street, and my allegiance to Mr. Salvatore is now mirrored by the loyalty of those under my command. The transition is both exhilarating and daunting. The responsibility of maintaining the financial stability of my assigned territory is coupled with the challenge of navigating the intricate web of alliances and rivalries. The ledger, which has been my constant companion, is now a manual for leadership in this ruthless underworld. Entry 20, August 20, 2024. My days are now a delicate dance of power, strategy and cunning. The ledger, once a tool for tracking numbers, has become my guide in the intricate game of organized crime. Balancing alliances, managing resources, and ensuring the prosperity of my territory have become my primary concerns. The whispers of discontent that once echoed through the organization are now within my jurisdiction. Loyalty is more elusive than ever, and I must navigate the complex dynamics of trust and betrayal. The ledger, now filled with the intricacies of my territory's financial dealings, is also a record of the delicate balance between authority and dissent. Mr. Salvatore, though distant, remains a looming presence in the background. His trust in my abilities is both an honor and a reminder of the consequences of failure. The ledger, which was once a source of anxiety, has now become a symbol of my standing within the organization. Entry 21. September 5, 2024. The challenges of my newfound position are both exhilarating and perilous. Rival factions are eyeing my territory with envy, and internal disputes threaten to destabilize the delicate balance I've worked hard to maintain. Loyalty, a commodity I once observed from the sidelines, is now a currency I must trade in daily. The ledger has become a reflection of my leadership, documenting not only the financial transactions, but also the decisions that shape the destiny of my territory. Every entry is a strategic move, and every miscalculation carries the weight of consequences. As I close the ledger each night, I can't help but marvel at the journey from a meticulous accountant to a lower boss in the criminal hierarchy. The diary of numbers has become a chronicle of my ascent, and I wonder what challenges and triumphs the next entry will bring in this relentless pursuit of power. Yours in the shifting tides of influence. Entry 22, September 20, 2024. Dear Diary, the power struggle within my territory intensifies, and every move is a calculated risk. Loyalty, once a guiding principle, is now a commodity to be fiercely guarded. As I delve deeper into the shadows of organized crime, the ledger has become both a shield and a sword, protecting my position and revealing the vulnerabilities of those who dare challenge my authority. The whispers of discontent have grown louder, and internal strife threatens to undermine the stability I've worked so hard to establish. My leadership is tested, and decisions made in the dark corners of my office echo through the criminal underworld. The ledger, now a chronicle of my reign, tells a tale of alliances forged and betrayals avenged. Entry 23, October 5, 2024. The landscape of power is ever shifting. Rival factions are becoming bolder, and the loyalty of my subordinates is constantly in question. The ledger, meticulously maintained, is my compass through this turbulent sea of deceit. It's not just a record of financial transactions, but a testament to the survival of my territory in the face of relentless opposition. As I navigate the treacherous waters of organized crime, I can't help but reflect on the sacrifices that brought me to this position. The ledger, once a neutral document, is now stained with the choices I've made and the blood spilled to protect my newfound power. It's a stark reminder that in this world, success is often measured in shadows and silence. Entry 24, October 20, 2024. The whispers of rebellion have turned into open defiance. Internal conflicts threaten to unravel the delicate tapestry of my territory, and I find myself relying on the ledger more than ever. It's not just a tool for financial management. It's a weapon to identify dissenters and quell insurrection. The alliances I once considered unbreakable are now fraying at the edges. Loyalty is a scarce commodity, and I'm forced to make difficult decisions to maintain control. The ledger, filled with the stories of my territory's rise and fall, has become a chronicle of my struggles as a lower boss. Entry 25, November 5, 2024. The situation has reached a critical juncture. Rival factions are closing in, and internal strife threatens to consume my territory. The ledger, my ever-present companion, is both a source of strength and a burden. Every entry feels like a step on a tightrope, balancing the aspirations of dominance and the harsh realities of survival. As I confront the challenges that come with power, I can't help but wonder if this world of shadows and deception is worth the cost. The ledger, once a neutral observer, now bears witness to the toll my leadership has taken on the organization and myself. Entry 26, November 20, 2024. The storm within my territory shows no signs of abating. Loyalty is a fleeting currency, and every alliance feels like a fragile thread in a tapestry unraveling. The ledger, my trusted confidant, is a mirror reflecting the cracks in my leadership. It's not just a record of financial transactions, but a chronicle of the fragility of power. I find myself questioning the choices that led me to this point. The ledger, once a symbol of authority, now feels like a weight around my neck. As I close its pages each night, I can't escape the looming sense that the shadows I once navigated are closing in on me. Entry 27, December 5, 2024. The internal strife has reached a boiling point. Rival factions are openly challenging my authority, and the whispers of rebellion have grown into a deafening roar. The ledger, now a testament to the unraveling of my territory, holds the stories of alliances shattered and loyalties betrayed. As I confront the possibility of losing control, the ledger becomes a source of solace and regret. It's not just a document of financial dealings, but a reflection of the choices that brought me to this precipice. Loyalty, once a cherished virtue, now feels like a distant memory in the face of betrayal. Entry 28, December 20, 2024. The situation within my territory has become untenable. Rival factions have seized the opportunity, and I find myself on the brink of collapse. The ledger, my constant companion, now tells a tale of defeat and surrender. Loyalty, the elusive currency of this underworld, has slipped through my fingers like sand. As I close the ledger for what might be the last time, I can't escape the realization that the shadows I once navigated have consumed me. The diary of numbers, once a symbol of authority, is now a silent witness to my downfall. Entry 29, January 5, 2025. The inevitable has come to pass. My territory has fallen, and the ledger, now stained with the ink of defeat, is a haunting reminder of my aspirations turned to ashes. Loyalty, the fragile thread that binds the criminal underworld, has proven to be my undoing. As I face the consequences of my failures, I can't help but wonder if there was a different path, a choice that could have spared me this fate. The ledger, my once trusted companion, now feels like a heavy burden, a symbol of the price paid for the pursuit of power.
Entry 30, January 20, 2025. This is Salvatore. As I take control of what remains of the organization, I find this ledger a record of ambitions and shortcomings. The lower boss, once entrusted with my territories, has succumbed to the inevitable consequences of this treacherous world. The whispers of rebellion have silenced, and the ledger, now void of its former keeper's entries, becomes a clean slate for a new era. Loyalty, a trait I value above all, will be tested once again as I rebuild what was lost. In the shadows, Salvatore